Okay, we're back from a little water break. Hey guys, this is Steve back again. I have number 2 here that I've made for Pacific Beach Surf Shop. This is a 6.3S King Mat core. Again with a 6.4S and 4 top with a 6.4 patch bottom. And this particular board is 15 3/4, 21 1/8, 16 5/8 with a 10.5 inch fishtail double winger with a quad setup with future fins with the Simon Anderson foam core, nice and light fins on it. Now this board is made for somebody who's a little bit bigger. I figured this is a surf shop, so I figured, you know, Johnny Q. Public's going to come in here, and he's going to weigh 185, 190, and this is a nice 6'1" quad reflex flying fish for you. And again, it has the Pendoflex application to it, and it's just a 4-fin model with the double winger. It's just gorgeous. I think I'll go ahead and move on to the next board. Oh, also, I was asked to mention that I do all the paint work. It's all done by hand. This is all hand done. No air spray. It's all hand painted. The Pendlebuilt back here, if you see a Pendlebuilt on a board that's got a Pendoflex logo on it, that means I shaped it. I A to Z'd it. I built this thing from start to finish, except for this. A lot of times I do my own wood fins, but we decided to go with future boxes here in the store. So these are like high quality, strongly built. I mean, they're 6'4" decks and 6'4" deck patch bottoms. I mean, these things are built to take a beating. They take a lot of time to build the Pendoflex deck into them, and to backfill them and stuff. So I make sure I build them good and strong. Because I mean, paper mache is all good for the little kids, but that's not what we're building here for you to buy. So again, I'd like to show you some of the flex characteristics as I lay it onto the deck here. You might want to look at the nose. You might be able to see how things bend. Whoa, this one's got it going. Whoa. So when your foot and your body is on the tail like this, and you're bending it just like a Fiberflex skateboard, just that, it's not a lot. It's like the flex of a fin. It's not all goosey. It's like, it's torque. It's like you're cranking that Porsche around the corner, man. It's torquing, baby. That's what these things are. So I don't know if that helps at all, but here's a Pendoflex double winger. Next, I have more of a classic one. Glassed-on wood keel fins. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to bend the board around to show you the foil, the inside foil. It's got a vector-type inside foil cut in on the fins. These things fly. I mean, this is kind of my version of a classic fish, although it's 2010. So, I mean, 1971 was a long time ago, okay? So, you know, we can make the classic slug, but, you know, no. So, again, I want to show you this idea here, that there's a cantilever right here, and there's also slots right here. Now, on this particular board, the thickness at about 20 inches up is probably 3/4 of an inch. And on the sides, it's like almost down the bottom. You can't really see it, but a lot of times you can see the shadows here. Again, I got the nice, wonderfully, just insanely custom-built wood fins, high-speed. Anyway, I'm going to do a little elbow thing here. Can you see the tail bending there?
Yeah.
And it's not a lot. It's just enough under your leg when you're on the trampoline and you're going and you're in the water and the boards, they just take off. They just scoot. You know, you're making turns before your head even turns to see where you're going sometimes. And actually, a lot of times, if you're heavier weight and you get your head behind your shoulder, you're going to go off the tail. But if you keep your head in front of your shoulder, you're going to drag with these things. So, yeah, you know, there's a little bit of a learning curve. You're not like, I'll reiterate a thought I mentioned a few minutes ago when I trade in the water and ride somebody else's board. And I go, okay, the board works great, but it's just a board. And then the guy comes back going, I don't want to give my board back. Well, give me my board back. No. So anyway, you know, you get the idea. So but anyway, this is basically kind of a nice single concave. I always put a little tache, a V off the tail, because I kind of like to do off the lips. I'm not a total full-on platypus fish type rider, so I build sort of how I like to surf into the shapes of the boards. And these are pretty much nice short board, 1 3/16 rails. These are new age rails. They're not like big old fat, thick, you know, keel type slugs. These are good fast surfboards. And here we got number 4 right here.